I'm Mark Cullivan, and I'm doing my book report on Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison was born in Milan, Ohio on February 11, 1847. He moved to Port Huron, Michigan when he was 6. He attempted to go to school in Port Huron, but the teacher got mad at him when he asked questions such as, "It said the river flowed upstream. How does that work?" So his mother started homeschooling him. His dad built a tower that was 100 feet tall, and he had a school up there when the weather was nice. Also, people could pay 25 cents to climb the tower and see the view. On extremely clear days, he could see all the way across the river. He and a boy he had met at school became good friends and even ran a telegraph line between their houses and talked in Morse code. They sold vegetables together during the summer, and Tom bought some chemicals from the store to do experiments in the laboratory with the money he had earned. He started working on a train that ran from Port Huron to Detroit as a newsboy when he was 12, and his friend also got a job on the Grand Trunk Railroad. He had acquired many chemicals through his life and was allowed to bring them on the train and the mail car. In 1870, Thomas Edison moved to Menlo Park, New Jersey, and became known as the Wizard of Menlo Park. In 1871, he became superintendent of the Golden Stock Company. On Light's Golden Jubilee, Henry Ford invited many people to ride a train with them to Menlo Park. Thomas Edison pretended to sell newspapers and candy on their trip. One man said, "I'll have a copy of your Weekly Herald." The man was President Herbert Hoover. Light's Golden Jubilee was the anniversary of the invention of the carbon filament light bulb. He and Henry Ford were very good friends. After a very full life of accomplishments, Thomas Edison died on October 18, 1931. Thomas Edison invented the duplex telegraph in 1864 and perfected it in 1872. The duplex telegraph allowed two different Morse code signals to be sent along the same wire. Later he invented the triplex and the quadplex. Thomas Edison invented the phonograph on January 12, 1877. But did not perfect it until the December of that year. The phonograph was like the telephone, but it recorded and played back instead of sending a signal along a wire. On October 22, 1879, Thomas Edison invented the carbon filament incandescent light bulb. Others had invented light bulbs, but this was the only one that burned for a length of time. In 1878, Thomas Edison invented the carbon telephone transmitter. It was like a microphone and was used for radio broadcasts. Thomas Edison had 1,093 patents in the U.S. and many more in the United Kingdom, France, and Germany.